Welcome to The Real Grind, hosted by Karen Gowans and produced by Armen Dilanchian. This episode is brought to you by 4D Legacy Studios.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well out there. And more importantly, staying creative and inspired to bring new projects to life. I'm your host, Karen Gowans, and this is The Real Grind. This episode is brought to you by 4D Legacy Studios, where stories still matter and filmmakers come to build the future. Today, I want to talk about something that's been on everyone's mind lately: the rapid evolution of AI in our industry. Now, let me tell you, while I was prepping for this episode, doing some deep research on what's out there, I was honestly taken aback. I was shocked. The technology is moving fast, like really fast. And yes, it's a little scary. Just the other day, a colleague told me about a platform from Google called Flow. Maybe it's not as new as I thought, but it was new to me. And when I checked it out, wow, boy, oh boy, I gotta say, it feels like a game changer. Just to be totally transparent, Google's not sponsoring this show, and they've got nothing to do with this podcast. I am just here to share what I found. And I'll be real with you, I'm torn. I'm feeling conflicted. As a storyteller and filmmaker, I love the tradition. I love that old-fashioned way of doing things. I love the messiness and the magic of being on set with a team. But the producer in me, that side is intrigued by Flow. That side of me, the producer in me, is feeling seduced by Flow. I am so curious about what Google Flow can do for me. Now, it's cheap to use, and it's a totally wild concept. You can create short-form content, even full proof of concept pieces, at a fraction of what it would take to hire a crew, rent lighting, bring in a cinematographer, a sound designer, the list goes on. But let's not kid ourselves. Tech can't replace the soul of a story. Tech cannot compete with the heart of a story. It can't recreate the subtle energy that happens when passionate people are in a room building something from scratch. Still, if you're an indie filmmaker looking to pitch an idea or show potential investors what your vision actually looks like, this tech could help you build that 1 to 2 minute sizzle that really brings it to life. Now, here's something even crazier I learned when I was prepping for this episode. I learned that Amazon, yes, Amazon, has filed patents for a new kind of interactive streaming experience. Get this. While you're watching Prime Video, if an actor walks in wearing a jacket you love, or an actress is wearing a necklace that catches your eye, all you have to do is click the item right on the screen and boom, it takes you straight to the Amazon page to buy it or add it to your cart. Now, this podcast is all about authenticity. It's all about sharing. It's all about keeping it real. I am encouraging all the listeners out there to share their thoughts on this new type of technology. How do you feel about being able to watch a movie and click on an item and be taken to an Amazon ordering page? What do you think are the pros and cons of that? Would you like to buy products that way? Does that excite you? How do you feel about that type of technology? If you are using a platform that has a comment section, maybe you're listening to this on YouTube, I encourage you to share your comments, share your ideas. The Real Grind cares about your thoughts. Please share your comments. Now, this sort of thing, This is next level brand integration. And it's such a new way to monetize product placement. And trust me, Hollywood is watching, Hollywood is observing and paying attention. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not anti technology, I'm not against technology. I am for innovation, but there has to be balance because while AI offers incredible tools and creative opportunities, it also poses a threat to jobs across our industry. And if people are losing their jobs, that is a minus. That's not going to be good. That's a terrible situation. If writers and designers, editors and assistants are being replaced, it's going to be a very, very sad situation. If we don't put up some kind of guardrails, we're going to start seeing talented people pushed out by algorithms. It's time for a water break. One moment, please. I feel much better now. My throat is hydrated. So, as we step into this next phase of filmmaking, let's not forget what makes our work powerful: heart, soul, collaboration, and vision. Let's use the tools, but let's hang on to the craft. It's important that we don't lose the craft. We don't want to lose those key elements: the heart, the soul, collaboration, and vision. We need to hang on to those things. We now have tools that allow a single creator to do what once took a team of 30. Google Flow, Runway ML, Synthesia, 11 Labs for voice, Caber for animation, even character generation through Midjourney or DID. We're seeing an explosion of platforms tailored to every stage of filmmaking: writing, storyboarding, pre-visualization, voiceovers, sound design, and editing. This doesn't mean traditional filmmaking is dead, though. It means the walls to entry are coming down. And that's exciting. That's a good thing. Major studios aren't broadcasting it, but they're dabbling too. AI isn't just for indie creators. It quietly is entering the world of soap operas, daytime talk shows, and post-production pipelines in Los Angeles. In a business driven by efficiency and margin, studios are experimenting with AI to generate B-roll, fill background extras, and even test script variations. Imagine a writer's room that feeds 100 plot points into a GPT model overnight, then sifts through the best 5 the next morning. That's happening right now. But we need to slow down. What does it mean when the image of an actor is generated, not performed? What happens to residuals? Who owns the likeness? These aren't hypotheticals. The film What's Next by Cal Yuen ignited fierce debate. Every frame was AI generated. It stirred up controversy, not just for its visuals, but for its lack of transparency. Viewers felt duped, viewers felt deceived. And remember Late Night with the Devil? That indie horror gem faced backlash over AI art assets. Even though the story was original, it was unique, audiences wanted to know how much was human made. Let's explore some real-world examples where AI has been integrated into filmmaking. So there's Dread Club, Vampire's Verdict, directed by Huru Jackson. So this 2024 animated film was produced entirely using AI tools with a budget of just $405. It premiered on Amazon Prime and won Best Animated Film at the Kraken International Film Festival. And then there's also The Last Screenwriter, a Swiss film written by ChatGPT. It explores the story of a screenwriter confronting an AI that matches his skills. The film sparked debates about authorship and the role of AI in creative processes. Time for another quick sip of water. One moment. So these examples showcase the potential of AI to democratize filmmaking, allowing creators with limited resources to produce compelling, thought-provoking content. AI's influence on the creative industry is significant. A study by Revelio Labs found a 19% decline over 3 years in roles involving tasks that AI can perform. The Society of Authors reported that over a third of translators and a quarter of illustrators have already lost work due to generative AI. That's scary. Now, these figures highlight the urgency of addressing AI's impact on employment in creative fields. Not all AI applications are about replacement. In fact, the best results often come from hybrid collaboration. So we need to think in a positive way about this. It's not all threatening. Runway CEO Chris Valenzuela emphasizes AI's role in democratizing content creation, enabling broader access to filmmaking tools. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat. Jane Rosenthal, CEO of Tribeca Enterprises, highlights the importance of embracing emerging technologies like AI to reflect contemporary cultural moments. When indie creators use AI to sketch out visuals, they're not replacing artists, they're just brainstorming at a faster rate. When editors automate B-roll placement, they free up time for creative pacing. It's not about man versus machine. It's not about technology being an opponent, being an adversary, being the enemy. It's about man collaborating with machine. Machines can be allies to man. So let's be honest. If we as creatives turn our backs on AI entirely, we risk becoming obsolete, not because we aren't talented, but because the industry is moving fast. We need to keep up. Now, imagine a generation of young filmmakers that are raised on AI native tools, producing a feature in 6 weeks with no crew. That's not science fiction. It's already here in test form. This doesn't mean we abandon our roots. We don't have to completely drop tradition. It just means we need to evolve. We need to adjust. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration of AI's role in filmmaking. Whether you're a director, a writer, a producer, or just a film lover, you are part of this conversation. As we navigate this evolving landscape, let's continue to ask the tough questions, support human creativity, ensure that the heart of storytelling remains our own. Until next time, stay inspired, keep creating, and let's shape the future of filmmaking together. This episode was produced by Armen Dilanchian. Don't forget to email us at info@4dlegacystudios.com. And that's that is 4 like the number 4 and D for dog. It's the letter D, info@4dlegacystudios.com. We really want to hear your thoughts, and getting your feedback will be great. In the meantime, stay creative and inspired. This is Karen Gowans, and until next time, keep grinding. Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of The Real Grind. Tune in next week for more filmmaking insights. This episode was brought to you by 4D Legacy Studios, where stories matter.